Oh. Welcome to Still Drippin Happy Hour.
Welcome to episode 128 of the Still Drippin Happy Hour. This is your host, Mason. On the move tonight, we got Hayes. Holla.
Yes, I'm here. I'm back.
We got LP.
This is yay season. It'o, Tay.
We got Dan the Man. What's up, Dan?
Oh, what's a throwback?
Oh,
Man, I feel like we haven't been all together in a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Maybe like episode 100 or something. And Dan was like the only one not in attendance in Hayes' garage.
Yes.
Feels like the last time. Maybe there was one in between, but
Yeah, that was 6 months ago.
We got to do at least some of us got to get together in the next, I don't know, month.
agreed.
Right.
We have to. Yeah.
Please?
Yeah, let's do that.
Hey, you get some of those Crown Royals again in the can? I'll be over in a second.
Oh, yeah.
If that's what it takes, then I'm
delicious.
going to do whatever.
We buy our way there for sure.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
All right.
Follow all the stuff.
Follow all the stuff. Episode 128. Let's see. Yeah, who's got a
Are we
good
gonna
update?
Are we gonna
This
hit
is-
200? Are we gonna hit 200 episodes? We got to do something wild.
200
I
episodes.
think we got to focus on 150 first.
I mean, end of the year we're hitting 200, right?
Probably.
No.
No.
No, it's
not
80.
I can do math.
Somewhere at the end of next year, we hit 200, right?
Right.
What's the math?
All right,
What's
so-
the average podcast last? I feel like Mason knows this information.
45
I'm
minutes.
sorry?
What's the average podcast? They last how many episodes?
Oh, it's like if you're
Six.
talking all podcasts, it's like less than 10 episodes.
Oh, shoot.
We're freaking
We are
rock
not
stars,
status quo.
No, we're way above average.
Yeah.
to say the least.
All right. I'm sorry. We got interrupted because we got on one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was trying to think of anybody who had an update. I guess we'll go to Dan. Dan,
Oh, big
any-
updates.
any
Big
updates? Okay.
All right, updates on the home front. We have the 2012 Honda Pilot back in the garage. It's back in the homestead, boys and girls, after 6 weeks of going back and forth with Allstate, with our body shop, with Allstate, with our body shop. They're doing body work on me. I'm doing body work on them. We're throwing bodies. We're throwing hands. Man, we got it back. And there's still one part that needs to be replaced on it. But I have it in my possession. So that's what matters.
Sick.
Yep. They
Very nice.
may or may not have committed insurance fraud and openly told me that, but I didn't commit the fraud. They committed the fraud. So not on me.
Not on me. Character.
Allegedly.
That's very character.
Allegedly.
Integrity.
Okay.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
nice. Very nice. Speaking of fraud, no unexpected IRS bills coming to you?
None at this time, allegedly.
Oh no. That just exudes confidence.
Yeah, seriously. Landon, any update on the car front?
Well, Dan has beat me to the chase. Our car is still in the shop. Last Friday, the guy said he would call me at the end of the day, and it is Tuesday, and I've yet to hear anything. We are going on week 9 at this point, racking up a crazy rental car bill. We're about to eclipse $3,000 because I got the most loaded car with all the insurance options. If we ran that thing off a cliff, they'd pay for my life insurance. So we're here for it.
Wow.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad that I asked. Hayes, do you have any updates?
I don't have anything exciting like that. These guys, man, I don't feel like I got nothing. My oldest child's about to go to college. Good. Dan and I were talking about this before y'all jumped on. My oldest child, I'd take him to college next weekend. That's my update, and that's messed up. That's really weird, but nonetheless, that's true.
I mean, that's pretty big,
That's definitely I would
it might
agree.
be bigger than cars, children more than sneakers.
Maybe.
It's a weird time.
Facts.
It's a weird time. By the way, my kids, I don't know the last episode my kids listened to, and every single one of them, I can't tell you how many people told me they listened to the Agent Paco episode. I mean, more people than I've heard listen to an episode that they've told me about in maybe a year. The Paco episode was popping, apparently.
How many listens did we get on that one? I listened to that while I mowed the yard 2 weeks ago or last week.
That's a good question. We had
it was a really good podcast.
It was above average.
Thank you, Dan.
I had lunch with
listens.
Former intern Landry, and he listened to it, and he said it was one of the best, as far as body of work goes, one of the best episodes ever. Like he said, it was just cohesive. He said Paco was killing it, and it just flowed. So
we should submit that for an Emmy or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do that up there for one of, especially as of late. It's definitely one of our best episodes.
It was a good one.
I was grooving. I listened to the whole thing without stopping.
Wow, that's impressive. Well, I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment.
You should.
So also, since we're talking about it, free shout out for Agent Paco, because it sounds like he's going to have some new music coming out, and
Drop the music.
Hey, listen,
Paco.
I believe my son got a placement. I think he's got one of the beats on that thing.
Wow,
that's a big moment for him.
Okay,
he is
that's awesome.
Like that, he is excited about that as I was the first time I placed a D Goods record. Which in my world, that was the same thing. Like D Goods is my Agent Paco.
Hey, let's have D Goods back on. Back when we had him, that was like almost a year and a half ago. He wanted to come on and talk about the Titans.
Yeah, we're about to have another football.
Let's do it. An NFL preview.
We need some titty action.
D Goods.
You know what I mean, baby.
Whoa!
Wasn't expecting that.
With that, let's jump inside the box.
What's inside the box?
That's my shoe in the box.
Right,
your graphics just get better and better. I mean, you are a web developer. You are a creative genius. Look at this. This looks like you spent 12 hours working on it. And I don't know what to say.
Started working on this. It probably took a total of 20 minutes. So
is this a new logo?
This one down here? I've been changing it up a little bit. Yeah, it's
why is question, not to be critical. Why is the underneath of the happy hour part white and not gray like the rest of it?
It's just different. There's some different colorations throughout.
That threw me off as we looked at it.
Okay.
That's the first time I've seen this logo. Good job.
All right, thank you.
Excellent work. I'm not being petty.
Okay, well, we talked about this a little last week. It was just, Landon, you were on last week, right? Yeah, you cut off early, but you were
glad you remember my presence.
Well, you didn't. You just left without any indication of closing us down or anything.
So it was just you?
No, it was me and Bodie.
Bodie. How is Bodie?
And Landon. He was good. All right,
Bodie's
here we go. I think next week we'll do a Bodie farewell intern podcast, and maybe we can have him back as like a half member maybe. Yeah. But anyways, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
LeBron 21s coming out. We got 2 different colorways. I talked about them last week, so let's go around the horn. Dan, what do you think?
It kind of seems like a step back, honestly. They seem very plain. And I think the ones he's wearing on feet, tan, cream, I don't know. I just can't understand what's actually going on there. It just kind of looks like a blob. The purple makes a little bit more sense to me. But I still just, I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just like meh.
Yeah. Hayes?
Yeah, similar. I was going to use the word step back as well. Better than the 19 or the 18 or the 17
Better than
or the
any
16.
of the teams.
So you could only really go downhill from as good as the 20. So I understand. I bet you were going to hear, well, this isn't the official images of the Jason Tatum crap, right? Oh, it's got that big lip, but that's not the official. It might not. This is going to be the shoe, bro. I mean, this is it. Does the cream color look like it's shining like a plastic almost? And then the purple, it looks like more suede. I don't know. I mean, as we've seen, here's what I know. It's better than the Giannis Freak 5. I mean, it's better than most.
Yeah, it's better than most.
But it's a step back from the 20. The 20 will go down as a classic LeBron silhouette.
From what we've seen so far of other signature shoes, this is the front runner in my opinion. Still the best.
Agreed.
From other signatures.
It's all relative, but I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Landon?
Question. Is LeBron the greatest NBA player of all time? Yes. Question. Is this the greatest basketball shoe of all time? Maybe.
Wow, that's strong praise. I'm gonna say no. Yeah, the one on foot though looks like a Kobe, right? With a huge tongue.
It looks very Kobe.
The tongue doesn't like Kobe, but
the tongue is massive on that one.
But look at the overhead view of the purple one. The padding on that is gigantic.
Yeah, it also looks like these things.
Yeah, it does.
You are 100% gonna have to dip your feet in ice after this because they're going to be inflamed and probably the size of a rhinoceros. These things do not get air. There's no way.
No.
I mean, that is like matte plastic around your feet for 3 hours. Or just heavy suede.
Do you feel like he's probably going with what can I do that's going to make this more lifestyle? I feel like that's probably some motivation is
absolutely.
Is making this more not just on court. Which I feel like that's I guess the 20 kind of feels that way too, but this would be the first LeBron model in a while that I'm like, oh, seems like he's trying to make something that is good for off court.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Also, related, went to the clearance store on Sunday. Needed to get out of the house a little bit. And tried on the Jordan 34 lows. Phenomenal shoe.
Really?
I was shocked. I put them on my feet. So comfortable. They felt light. I was like, maybe I need to buy myself one of these. Maybe I need to buy myself a pair of these.
I'm in the market. I'll segue this. You might have to go back and search for a size 11.5 for me. I'm in the market. So look, here we go. We got a show and tell here. I just got these today. Hayes, you're gonna like these.
I think they were the Jordan 34 lows, and they were like $80.
Oh yeah,
dude, that's dope.
Awesome. So I got these for $115. I bought them on the podcast last week.
Oh, you got some Lucas.
They look awful on foot.
Really?
Yeah. I was surprised.
I love Luka.
These must be like a B grade too, because there is a stitch in here. Okay, let me start over. So.
Whoa. Show them again.
I will in just a minute. But get the package today. Somebody at UPS opened these up for sure. It's the regular pull tab is folded under and it's taped like this. Somebody opened them up, tried them on, and then put them back in the box. There's no paper in them. There's nothing. Like, one of the shoes was tied like the factory tie. The other was not. So I know they put one on. Okay, just anti-shout out UPS. So screw you, UPS.
Hey, it could have been the people who stole $400,000 off the train today in Memphis. You never know.
Could have been. And then so on the, let me see what shoe it is. It's on the right shoe. There's like a stitch on the inside that just digs into the top of my foot. But regardless, it looks like.
Show them up to the camera again.
So I don't have narrow feet. But my wife, I put these on, and I love the colorway. My wife loves the colorway.
Yeah, this looks like Carolina.
So it's actually.
It's like teal, though, right?
Oh, you muted. Your mic's gone. Your mic's gone. It's teal, so it's like Mavericks, or the allegedly like a stretch. You're muted now. Now you're muted. Bottom left. Try it now.
Check.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. So yeah, it's like a teal colorway. It's called the Next Nature is this colorway. So it's like a khaki over all of it, and then a teal.
Dude, those look so sick from here. And I'm a Luka guy.
Like I still think they look good. When I put these on my feet, though, I promise you, and my wife said the same thing. Your feet just look like, you know, that look when you have an ankle brace on and your whole shoe looks like it's just puffed out. That's this shoe. On your foot, it looks like you just have very fat feet. Doesn't make any sense to me. They're comfortable. They're very comfortable. But I just don't think I can wear them. And especially because of that one part on the tongue that digs in. But
you're sending them back?
Yeah, I'm going to send them back. I still love the look of them, though.
I don't know if y'all changed your tune on these or not. I'm assuming you haven't. But I still think those Sabrina ones look amazing.
I think they do, too. I think it's the best shoe Nike has basketball-wise.
Yes.
That... Besides the LeBrons,
they just look amazing. They
look good,
so good.
Show me again because I'm disregarding.
Okay. Wait. These are everyone. Please get to the YouTube, because we're sharing screens. They just look good.
Hold on, here we go.
Like,
they're a low cut. It's like a Kobe, man.
It's like a Kobe, but like the detail, I feel like throughout the shoe, like it just adds elements of like.
It's what you want from a signature shoe.
Those are bad.
This is what you want.
I'm never gonna say that. I'm never gonna say that this is a good shoe just because of the WNBA. I'm sorry. Like, it's totally biased and it's totally. You cancel me all you want. I don't give a crap. But
did y'all see the latest Gideon? Y'all know Gideon on YouTube, the prank guy?
No.
Oh, he went to an NBA game. Got front row
sleep. I did see this. I didn't know that one.
Blankets and like a hat and everything, and got kicked out.
I did see this. Yeah.
Dude, Jan's the man. He's the ultimate troll. He's hilarious. I love it. I'm a 13-year-old boy.
Hey, what I will say,
I totally agree with you. Hey, one thing I will say. So, and this is very surprising. When I've never seen anybody play in these Lukas before. So when I looked at them
playing them.
Yes, I've seen, but in person, I've never seen anybody playing the Lukas. I've seen somebody play it in the Tatums, and they look better on feet than these Lukas did.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's surprising. I don't think it's good-looking shoe, but it looks better on foot than the Lukas. So
okay, what about the Luka 2s?
I haven't seen those, but I can't imagine they're much different than these. They're got to be worse.
Show you. They're not good.
Oh, I know what they look like. I'm just saying in person, I've never seen them. So, anyways, going to the next one. I've already given my comments from last week, so go check it out on the Adidas Tray 3. But I will go around the horn. Landon, what you got?
What are these?
I was going to say a minute ago, I thought Landon might have been frozen or asleep.
Yeah.
What's up?
Trey Young's.
Who's that?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Dan.
It looks like they came up with a good idea on their slides with doing like that 3D geo, like whatever, and then they were like, "How can we apply this to a basketball shoe?" Almost looks like a Crazy 8, but then like an updated Crazy 8, kind of.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It
feels clunky. It looks like it would be clunky.
Yeah, I agree. It looks more like the okay, so the Crazy 8 era, there was the Crazy 8, and then there was the it was Antoine Walker. It was like the I can't remember what they were called, like employee number 8, because they brought Kobe was number 8 and Antoine Walker was number 8 with the Celtics. So those had a weird tie thing where it was like it wasn't symmetrical; it was tied on the side, and it looks more like this shoe. Like, I agree with you. This looks like it was 3D printed, and I look here at this point. I think we're all similar in the fact where we all prefer more traditional.
Yeah.
I think we do. I think we are shoe conservatives, and I
Absolutely.
think this.
Speak for yourself. I'm a flaming lib.
I hope, Landon. That being said, I hope Mason put my slide on here about the top 10 shoes that are. I hope you put that on the slide.
I don't think I got it.
It's fine. We'll come back to that. Anyway, this isn't. I mean, it's whatever. This will be an AAU shoe, and some kids will like it because Trae Young has it. But these aren't good.
Yeah. I think the word I used last week was, for anybody not on YouTube, was a topographical map.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me. Looks kind of like the Trae Young ones as well.
The only Trae Young shoe so far that's been even worth mentioning is the Trae Young one that was the peach colorway that looked like the
Knew you were
Georgia
going to say
peach.
that.
That's the only one that's worth anything. This is going to be forgotten. People are going to forget Trae Young even had a signature shoe like this, just like Kyrie has an Anta. Like, nobody's going to know that.
Just like Antoine Walker had an Adidas.
Exactly.
There's your second colorway of our logo.
The only thing anyone's ever going to
Okay, that looks better. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. The only thing that anyone's ever going to remember about Trae Young is his receding bald hair.
Ouch.
And have you seen the diapers box that looks like it's a baby Trae Young on the box? You got to check that one out. That's a great one.
I understand why people believe in Neanderthals and coming from monkeys, because he is just an ugly son of a gun.
Oh my gosh, that's harsh.
He's made an image of God, but man, that hair is rough.
Moving on.
Wow.
We got a new colorway of the Harden 7s. I know the 8s are about to come out, but I actually like this shoe.
Yeah, these are very solid. Yeezy. This looks extremely
I was going to say fear of God is what I was going to say.
Well, is this not a Jeremy Lorenzo? Is this not a Landon probably knows that. Is this
Jeremy? You mean Jerry Lorenzo?
Jerry Lorenzo, I'm sorry.
He could have had some influence because he's with Adidas basketball, but this was not labeled his design, but he could have had some. Which would make sense.
Is it a basketball shoe? This is the Harden 7?
This is the Harden 7. Last year he wore this
croissant.
It looks like he took a lot of influence on the Iverson question 1. And he took that toe cap thing and made it a fly knit. It's a good shoe. Like, this is
a good shoe.
This is a good shoe.
Looks like something you'd find on the shelves at Kmart. Are you kidding me?
No, this. After putting on those Lukas, I looked at these, and this is why I put it on there. I could see myself wearing those. I don't know if I can pull them off, but I like them.
They look like they're probably heavy, but if it is a boost technology, they're probably lighter than what they look. But these are dope. Like,
This feels like a lifestyle sneaker to me. This feels like a Williamson County. I put my Lulu jogs on, and I'm putting these on.
Wow.
Shots fired at Mason.
Wow.
It just doesn't look like a basketball shoe to me.
Isn't that
There's
what we want,
pajamas
though?
inside of them. What is that?
Don't we want a shoe that can do both?
We do
think
want a
we
shoe
want a
that
shoe
does
that-
both. I think so, but
The top of that shoe looks like the cuff of a Denali North Face jacket. Like, what are we doing here?
Because they went fly knit, but then they went with the sock thing.
It's not
like the
flying
liner.
it. That's fleece.
It looks like a Yeezy. This looks like Kanye would have designed it.
Take that man's
if
name out of your mouth.
Kanye did come out with this, I would be like, yes.
It doesn't look that far off from the Yeezy Quantum, the basketball sneaker. Like it doesn't look.
Yeah.
These look like they're related in a good way. Like I like those Yeezys basketball sneakers.
Yeah.
There's nothing
This
new
is-
under the sun.
I'm not gonna.
Ecclesiastes.
Yep. I'm not gonna buy these, and I wouldn't wear them, but they're dope.
I think they're fun.
All right, let's take it.
I think lifestyle more than basketball when I see these.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, switching brands. Going to the fall line of Jordan this fall coming out. We got, what's this, 14 pairs?
I want to hear Landon. Let Landon talk.
Landon.
There's so much leather here. I'm just overwhelmed. I feel like I'm standing in front of a cow pasture. This is absolute garbage. I would not wear anything on this page.
I think that's
Someone disagree with me.
That's ridiculous. I
The
disagree.
only one that I think I legitimately would wear are the black toe lows. Jordan 1's lows.
Okay.
I
think I'd wear the ones beside it too.
Oh yeah. If the OG Palomino appears the brown and black, if it wasn't so clashy, I would like them. It's just the brown and the black. Just
It's a lot of black.
I've got a confession. It's two things. Number one
These
is
are my
that
confessions.
I watched. I think it was an Instagram reel about this dude that saw the 3 Palomino. So the you know which ones I'm talking about.
Yes. The only
sitting
threes
on
on here.
shelves. He saw it sitting on shelves, and he bought them and gave a raving review of them. And he felt like this was going to be a really good model. They looked really good on foot. He thought long term this would be a good one, and that kind of sold me on those. So that might end up being the ones off this batch that I would buy. I think Mason would agree with me when I say I want to like these 2 lows really bad. Like
I told Bodie last week that I'm buying that's a work shoe. I can wear those to work.
You can? Okay.
I mean, there's no
I don't
swoosh
know
on it.
what I think about the gray or the purple on the back. Like, what is that color?
I got a close up. I was going to ask y'all about the 2s, but here's
This looks like some Cole Haan.
Man,
this
this
guy
is so-
exactly.
They had me
at a
until that
retirement
view.
home.
Go back to that view. Go back to
Okay.
that view. What is going on? Why did they choose that to be purple?
So bad.
It was
It's
really
like the
cool looking.
gray. I think it's more of a gray. I don't know. Maybe
Dan,
it is purple.
agree with me. Someone, please.
They're bad.
No.
No. Now that we've gone to this view and it's that color, like, ugh.
Maybe you can just
I
get
want
a
to
paper
like
shop.
them,
Do
though.
like a vachetta tan or like a brown or something back there.
Some
and
other
see if you
color.
can tie it back in.
Yeah.
Why are we coming up to 2s again? Who's giving them this advice?
I don't know.
We need to go heavier on something else. The 3s.
Yeah.
I feel like we've
We haven't.
lost all OG colorways of the 3s, and we just do weird things now.
I know. The 3s kind of got skipped because next year we're getting the 4s and the military blue colorway. I don't like these. What are they called? Red Oreo or something? Red.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Those are
And we're
tough.
getting. What are the ones?
Playoff 8s. We got those in the bottom row.
Yeah,
I mean, I like the history of them, but I'm
the
not
other
gonna wear
4s that we're getting next May or next.
Landon, I want to see you in some white shorts in a black T-shirt wearing those 12s with the black and the
Oh
purple.
yeah.
I got you, brother.
Walking
I got
across
you.
the lippy
Give
lip.
me an Echo
Flippy.
Black XXX shirt, and I'm there.
That's what I'm talking about.
So realistically speaking, Landon's got 0 on this page, right, Landon? Except for the 12s, maybe. Or maybe a half. Dan, do you have any that you would put on feet?
I would consider the kind of the all gray 4s.
Yeah, those were my second pick, I would
Those
say.
aren't terrible. I mean, that's fine. We'd probably do some of that.
Okay. So you got 1 or 2?
Black toe, Jordan 1 lows, and the gray 4s.
Okay. Hayes, how many you got?
2. I'll go black toe 1s, and then I'll go the Palomino 3s. All the rest of them on my easy pass.
Yeah. I think definitely the black. I'm probably with Hayes. And then those low 2s, if I could get those for about $50, I would use that as a work shoe.
Okay. Wait a second, but if that's the
But
context,
no,
then I'm
not at
also-
retail. Not at retail.
Okay,
I would not buy.
with that being the context, then I'm also going to get the gray 4s at the end.
Yeah.
And I might get the 8s in that context just for the sake of having the playoff 8s. But I had them once and I didn't wear them and I sold them.
All right. Yeah. So we're all about the same page. Pretty much down on this whole
sucks.
collection.
Yeah,
This
bad.
this is not inclusive, obviously, of whatever holiday 11s we get. I guess this is just fall. So this isn't the winter yet. So hopefully we got something coming December, late November, Black Friday, whatever. We can only hope.
What is the 11 this year?
I don't remember. Anybody know?
And those 2s had so much promise. I'm going to have to go. Wow.
DMP.
Hey,
DMP.
breaking news. Nolensville Little League, first team ever to go back to the college or to the Little League World Series. So
Are
shout
they
out.
really?
Yeah. 3 years in a row. They
Dude,
won
I remember
tonight.
I was at the parade on accident last year. I think you were there. I saw you. Remember when we hooked up at the parade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were at the parade.
I didn't do it on purpose, but I was there.
DMP
Alright.
Jordan 11 coming out in holiday 2023.
Oh, I didn't realize it was coming out then. I thought it was earlier. Okay. Concord, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people will get mad at me for saying that, but that's what it is. You got a gold hits on a Concord. All right, let's see what other sneaker news we got.
Ooh, I think we need to do a little. What was the last sneaker you bought? We haven't talked about that in a minute.
Okay. Landon, last sneaker you bought.
What's up?
Wake up.
What are we talking
Wake-
about?
Wake up, Landon.
Shoot, I've had some Crocs in my cart for 2 weeks, and they keep emailing me about it and giving me 25% off. I don't know if I'm going to do it. My daughter bought her second pair of Crocs this week and got gibbets that say bride because she thought they said Barbie. That's cool. So the newest shoes to enter my house were a pair of slip-on Under Armours that, unbeknown to me, my dad bought for her for first day of school, and I'm literally about to throw those things in the trash. I came home today, and she said, "Daddy, why don't you like my shoes?" And I said, "Because they're." You know why. You know why.
Mason?
I mean, these ones that I have, but I'm sending them back. Other than that, I don't know.
Hayes?
Question. I'm sorry. The question was the newest pair of shoes that are in my house.
Yeah.
That you bought
Yeah.
I
for
bought
yourself.
for myself. I've been on a pretty significant hiatus. Probably the Air Max 1 crepe hemp or whatever those were called. Mason.
Sheesh.
It's been a while.
Those might have been the last ones that I bought. Well, I guess I got the same time frame, the Chicago ones. So that was a while ago.
It was a minute.
So I have a child of mine who's about a 10 and a half, and I've been waiting for my kids to get to where they can go into my closet, and he finally has. And so Lucas, my second, will
That's a
probably end up
step up.
close. He's probably going to be about 11. No, he'll end up being 11 and a half, which is what I was hoping for when one of my kids, in any of them. And he got into he's been wearing my New Balance 550s. He's been wearing my what are the ones, the Revenge Storm, whatever those are. I can't remember what they're called. There's another pair he's been going in and out of. Wait till you guys have kids.
Sounds
that
like a
can
skate
pull this off.
vibe.
Awesome. He's more of that. He's more, yeah, that's fair.
We're skatey.
Free
So
shout
he's
out
getting
to your
shoes
kids.
for free.
Free shout out to your kids. They are the nicest people. My wife saw Levi again at Chick-fil-A, the same Chick-fil-A. Shout out to the Hermitage Chick-fil-A. And he was so nice.
Of course he was.
He came up to her because he saw her first, obviously, and he's just stand-up kid. So
Thank you.
shout out.
I appreciate that.
What do you think about those?
Just get them right now while you're not thinking.
They're on sale.
How much?
Right.
How much
It looks
is
like they got a badonkadonk on the back.
$2.
$52 for a pair of Crocs?
They
You
got
could do
a
way
strap
better
on the back.
for $52.
They got a strap on the back. All Crocs do, you jackass. Like, what do you mean? They're leather. I feel like it's time for us to. We were 36 minutes in.
Well,
I feel like
Are
it's
we-
time to give Landon his platform. He's been begging for it, and
Let's
so
do
I
it.
feel like it's.
all right, hold on. Let me pull something up for you.
The cord's coming out.
Welcome
We know it's about to.
to the Solomon Skinny. Your host, Landon Parrish.
Makes me want to vomit.
I think you're just jealous. I think you're just jealous 'cause you have your own segment, and that's fine. I mean, that's cool. You got nothing good to talk about. So
There is some
go
poop
ahead
in my
and go
pants
off.
right this minute.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Since we're talking about the Solomons, let's talk about these real quick. Check these guys out. Oh, these are so sick. The snack shoes. They come with this plastic bag on them, and you can put nuts and cereal and candy. Well, you don't. If that's not enough for you, check these guys out. Solomon killing the game. Oh, check these out. You put some. You can go camping and put your pistachios in them. Sick, bro. Those are so sick. Snack shoes.
Wow, Landon, he really set you up just to shoot you out.
I was about to say, I think we just need to end the segment. That was incredible. That was a great shoe. I will say, had a board meeting over the weekend. The board traveled over yonder to the UK, and I did not go, but I saw pictures after the fact. And our newly elected, I did not. Our newly elected board chair was sporting some nice, shiny new Solomons with his vest and chinos and button down. I was like, this guy, he looks like he's ready to go for a hike after a nice sip of coffee at a fine establishment. This guy knows what's up. So shout out. They were awesome. I can't wait to see him. I don't know who got them for him. I hope if he physically
If he got
went
them
to the
from
store
Rooted, that would be the
and
only
was like,
answer.
boom,
The only
that's it.
Was that the only cool thing is that he learned about Solomon through our podcast and then went to Rooted and bought them with Adrian Paco. Like, that's the only thing that makes the story cool.
Maybe.
All right. Speaking of cool shoes, I don't know why Hayes put these in here, but he sent them last week and then bailed on the podcast. So
Sorry, guys.
let's check them out now.
Wait. Can we? Wait. I got another thing.
Oh,
I got another
okay.
thing since we're talking
Go
about
for it.
Since we're talking about the Solomon Skinny, let me pull this up. Bad radio, but Look at this. World's most popular sneaker brands. We got Jordan dominating the game. I'm sorry, Nike, Jordan, Adidas, Skechers, Vans,
What is that next one?
Moonstar. What the heck is
I'm gonna
Moonstar?
get me some Moonstars.
Converse, and then New Balance. Do you guys see anything about Solomon? Do you guys see anything about
It's like
OnCloud?
fine wine. It's not
Do
for
you
everybody,
see
and that's
anything
okay.
about Hoka
I'm
or?
part of the club. You're not. That's
I mean,
all
there's a
right.
lot you don't see on there, but I'm not.
I'm surprised Shaq's not on there.
How are they measuring
Marbury's here.
popularity? What is the measurement?
This is
indicator
estimated
for
global
success?
market share of the world's most popular sneaker brands. In
They just pulled that
2022.
out of thin air.
Excludes functional athletic. Okay, that's why
Yeah.
Solomon's not on here.
Yeah, because they're not even in the running. Get that out of here.
1%.
Get that out of the Solomon
They're less
skinny.
than 1%.
What a travesty.
They're less than 1%. All right, Mason, go back to your backhanded compliment or whatever you're about to say to me.
Why did you ask me to put these on here?
I don't know. I asked you to put these on here
Yeah, you
because
said
they're a dunk. Probably that's probably why.
this is a Jordan
Jordan
one.
one.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a Jordan one.
There has to be a reason. What are they called?
No idea. This is a hideous shoe.
The hot garbage.
Landon, were you on last week when we were talking
Yes,
about
I got on when I
okay,
saw
good.
this, and this is why I got off.
I sent this to you.
We had a good run of what the sole looks like.
Wow, it looks like urine.
Leprosy or something.
Let's see. Why did I send these to you?
A bad sunburn.
Let's read this. So, Jordan Brand brings the Japanese art of shishako. Maybe I was being funny. Surely I was being funny here. Shishako.
Sounds like cultural appropriation.
Japanese shishako. Official look.
Yeah,
at the
let's just move on. We
Yeah,
don't.
man, that was a fake thing. I was not being serious.
All right. Well, here's what I want to talk about. Landon, this is for you. If you're
Oh
not on
my
YouTube,
gosh.
Foot Locker has rejected Yeezy
Oh
resale
my
allegations.
gosh.
Here's-
Go ahead, Landon. It's your platform. You got
Here's your
a
platform.
pedestal.
I need to keep my job, so I'm gonna. This is just for what? Backlash for what? Somebody help me out here.
Racism. It's easy.
Anti-Semitism.
Anti-Semitism, which is racism.
Yeah.
This man. I'm telling you what. People moved on, and the people that haven't, they weren't buying his shoes beforehand, anyways.
Okay.
It's facts.
I missed one of
honestly
my
pretty-
slides.
I honestly am truly confused on this whole situation that's going on, to be honest. I don't exactly know what's going on. Last restock tomorrow, and then Yeezys are dead. Is that right?
That's what it sounds
Allegedly.
like. Unless they don't
Until
sell out,
Skechers
and then
or
they're just gonna keep going until they sell out. They're not making any more.
All I know is 6 months ago, Adidas stood on their moral high ground, received
'Cause they had
global
to.
praise,
They had to.
and now they have come back to the throne on their knees begging. And the consumer said, "Yes, please. May I have some more?"
Facts.
That's fair.
It's
Did you
just
see
math,
that-
bro. We've said this from the follow the money. It's not hard.
Landon,
It
you
isn't
sent this
hard.
tweet, and I meant to put it on the slides, but I didn't. So apologies. But it said that the first restock accounted for 85% of the company's operating profit last quarter.
Oh my gosh.
They would have been sunk. They were sitting in their board meetings,
They had no
looking
choice.
at those spreadsheets and saying, "Wow, literally, let's just press the easy button."
Yeah.
And now, is Adidas receiving any backlash? No.
Not at
No
all.
God even gets
Where's,
a crap.
look, where's the news
Because it's
about?
recency bias. It's just what's going on at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how this goes. You're exactly right.
It seems so dumb to not just like use this as a way to just bring him back in.
All right, I
selling
got
those
to.
shoes.
So look, in my experience, because I work with a big media personality, is that this is what I've learned is that things in the news world, they get really loud for a short amount of time and then it disappears, and people don't understand that, and so they make these knee-jerk reactions, and that's the fruit of what we're seeing now is that you make these decisions based on what's going on right that second, and you don't want to deal with the loudness, and so you just cave, right? And typically, whether you like it or not, oftentimes it's caving to the loudest group of people, which in that moment was I would say it's more the politically left. Okay, so you cave and you just do what looks right. It's the moral high ground to Landis' point. It's the moral high ground. It's like, oh, we don't want to be viewed as. Oh my gosh, just let it calm down a second. You're going to be fine. Just and instead of costing yourself. Remember when we had there was one episode we talked about where it was like, okay, here's your two choices. You could kill yourself and die, or you can just wait a minute. And they would rather kill themselves and die than just wait a minute and let it cool down a second. I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's called math. It is just a simple math equation.
Yeah.
I love a good comeback story.
I will be buying the Pirate Blacks at the end of the year. That will be my Christmas present to myself. And then I need to get a half size up in the Turtle Doves and sell my Turtle Doves in the 10.5 that are too small. And that will be another Christmas present to myself.
Sick.
Very nice. I think that's about all the news that I had. Inside the box.
I got a couple things I can hit you with real quick.
All right.
Because why not? Number one is, well, this can be loser of the week, not loser of the week, but like, what
drip flop?
Drip flop. Do you have any drip flops?
I had a New Balance that looked like a Skechers, but you can go ahead for it.
Here's drip flop number one.
Oh, that was last
Cactus
week.
Plant.
We
It was
are old
I'm
news.
Sorry.
Old
See
news.
ya.
Now I feel like an idiot. Drip flop. What about the ambush? Did you get this?
Oh, we didn't get that one, I don't believe.
Well, it's a drip flop.
Oh, yeah.
Up tempo lows. Ambush. What the heck?
We've already talked about
this is a
that.
Joker
Nike
colorway.
has killed the Airmore up tempo.
Oh my gosh,
That's
that's just the
awful.
nastiest
All of them are
thing I've
awful.
ever seen. I was going to show you the nuts, the salmon. That was a good one. Great news for Christian chicken folk. Landon, I saw these for you as the Chick-fil-A slides.
What? What?
Check these out.
Why would you get out of here, man?
Because you're going to love those, man. You rock the heck out of those Chick-fil-A slides. I know my kids would. My kids spend more money on. Wait till they have real jobs. The last one is this Bodega Croc collab drip flop. They went all out. They put a nutsack on it.
Everything.
Landon's for sure getting those now.
Those are
that's a tackle
amazing. They're amazing. Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure they put a tackle box on there.
I love it.
They went with the Travis Scott shroud. Do you see that shroud? The purple.
They're not real
the purple
though. It's like a
foreskin?
mock-up. Those aren't real.
Is it?
Yeah, those aren't real.
It says collab by Bodega and Croc. I mean, that seems to be a real sneaker. I like how they went with the real tree. Like that's dope. That's super dope, man. God, that's so sick. I guess that's it.
Okay. All right. Outside the box, only had one thing. A team that Tom Brady just invested in, Birmingham City. Got some pretty dope jerseys.
Oh, I sent you this, didn't I?
Yeah. Undefeated.
Landon, I thought about you when I saw this.
These are pretty sick.
Dude, I love a good undefeated. Oh man, that logo is just so good.
That logo is fire.
So good.
That logo is harder than my cakes on Christmas, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Dan, can I have permission to clip that and put it on Instagram?
Yeah, you can say that. That doesn't mean anything.
What is the okay? So is there? I haven't done a ton of research. Obviously, I sent this to you, but nonetheless, the thing behind the logo, is that representative of? I'm not a soccer guy, so
I have no idea.
Nah, I just think
I think it's a cool design.
it looks like a wave file. It looks like the wave file.
Yeah,
It's
It does.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Is this their official kits? Like, are they sponsored now by Undefeated? Or is
I
this
don't
just
know. I
don't
couldn't figure that out.
I bet it's similar to Kith, where
Yeah, like a
Ronnie, had a Kith
Mhm.
night, and he's now the whatever. The
Where's
visual
Ronnie?
director.
What is Kith doing? I haven't heard anything from
they're
them.
doing the superhero pack.
Exactly.
Superhero pack was sick, man. Like that was a dope.
So
Yeah.
you weren't on last week. The superhero pack, they all come
Wolverine.
in the same package,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know which ones you get when you buy them.
That's a dope
What?
idea. I don't.
It's so dope. You have to
What?
It's a
trade.
dope idea. I just don't know if I like that.
Landon, you would love these. They're freaking
Some more
fire.
rare than others.
Yes, they're not all the same
Oh
quantity.
shoot!
That is a great idea. Like the
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah,
is
it's just like
sick.
trading cards. Yeah, so fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I think that's all we got for this week. Oh, well, that's all we got for news. We got a few games that I think Bodie and I skipped all three of these games, but Dan might have an opinion this week. We'll leave it up to him. I'll show you the three that I've got. Let's see here. We've got a Still Drippin Superpower draft, or we can go board games draft, or we can go top 5 things that should be illegal but are not.
Hmm.
I
Wow.
think that's the most intriguing one, but it also might be the hardest one to think of.
Yeah. See, Hayes, I think that's the 5th different edition of our logo that you got there. So
Look at you. I mean, you're really
know.
dominating this logo game.
It takes about 5 seconds to change the colors on it. So pretty
Still
easy.
sick. I feel like I was gonna make this suggestion. If you cut go back to one that's got a different color. Go back to
All right, hold on.
Here's a suggestion for you that might make it visually more pleasing or understandable. Is if you cut the happy hour color, how it's a different color. If
Mhm.
you cut that in the middle of the circle, right underneath the ES and the 20, I think it would be easier to understand. Like my eye, it almost looks like something's wrong to my eye when I saw it cut the way it is. If you cut it half
That's
and
different.
half, it might be
I love that one, Mason.
easier to understand. Does that make sense? Like I'm not hating on your logo. I like it. I'm just saying.
No, I didn't fully create it. It's a template, so
Okay, got it. That makes sense.
I'll see if I can change it. I'm not sure I can.
That's all. I'm not trying to be critical. You do a great
That's
job.
fair. That's fair. All right. So we're going things that are illegal, or do we need time to think on this one?
Illegal should be illegal, but aren't.
Superpower one is so easy. I mean, I could run through those quick.
Let's do the board games then, because that would be harder.
All right. Are we just doing it? Are we doing draft style
Yeah,
or
let's
just a
do
top?
draft. Let's
top.
just do a
Okay.
draft.
All right. Who's got number 1 pick then?
Monopoly.
All right, Landon's got the number
Landon's
one
got
pick.
number 1. I'll go number 2 then. I'm going Risk.
Risk. Okay.
Monopoly is definitely one of one.
I'll go number 3. I'm going to go Life.
Clue.
I hate that game.
Clue.
Clue is
Okay.
going to.
Clue's a good one.
All right,
Candyland.
Snake Draft. No. It's,
No,
no. It's Dan
no.
against.
Snake
Dan's
It.
got Snake It.
Did we say Risk?
Yeah, I said
Was
Risk.
the number 1 pick or second pick?
What is that? What's that? Takeover game? That one's fun. As you can tell, big board game guy over
Catan.
here. Yeah, Catan. Settlers of
Settlers of
Catan.
Catan. Okay.
Settlers of Catan.
Settlers of Catan. All right. Can I say chess? Is that a board game?
Yes.
I'd say that's a board
I'm
game.
going to say chess.
I'm gonna go. It's same genre. You can pick a kid's version or the adult's version. Cards Against Humanity / Apples to Apples, which is the same thing. But
That's a solid pick.
yeah,
Lando,
your pick's still
you got
there,
2
Lando.
picks.
Battleship.
And I'm sure the other one's Candyland.
No.
Oh,
We're gonna go with. Someone already said chess, right?
yeah, Battleship's a good one.
Let's
Good
throw
pick.
it out to classic and just go checkers.
Okay. Let's see. Battleship was going to be my next one. I'll go with a classic as well. I'll go Scrabble.
Scrabble.
Scrabble is a good one.
Is Dominoes a board game?
Yeah.
I'm going
Sure.
Dominoes.
Okay. Rummy Cube. And as a child, Trouble has to be up there, right?
Trouble's a
Trouble's
good
good.
one. Yeah,
So
that's a
this
good
is
one.
my last pick. Is that right?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, I had one in my head. Oh, shoot. Chess, Dominoes. Oh, man, it was a really good one.
I got a
you got,
fire one coming up.
Is Pass the Pigs a board game?
I don't know what that is.
Shoot, Pass the Pigs is a classic. Let me remove that. Oh dang it! I had a really, really good one. What about
If you take my pick, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah,
What about just-
Pass the Pigs is? Yeah.
is Pass the Pigs a board game?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go Pass the Pigs.
All right. I'm going. This one should have probably been my second pick. Categories. Fabulous game. Landon, last pick.
Shoots and ladders.
Easy.
It's a good one. I think we all had pretty solid lists there.
Candyland didn't come off the board. That's
I
interesting.
know. That would have been Elliot's 1 of 1. So
We missed Sequence and we missed Boggle.
what is Boggle?
Boggle, the little word game that you put in the box and you shake it up and then you try to create everyone. It sits in the middle of the table and then after you shake up the letters are in the cube thing and then you take the cover off and then you have a timer and you try to come up with as many words as you can with whatever.
Yeah, that's a dope game.
That sounds pretty fun. I've never played that.
Just fun.
Similar to Scrabble, but it's a card game, so I didn't go with it. Quiddler, very good game.
Quiddler.
Never
I
played
think that's
that.
what it's called. I believe that's what it's called. I'm not positive, but yeah. So that was pretty solid.
Yeah, I felt
Very
good.
impressed. Very impressed with all of our answers there. If you got any other board game suggestions, please send them in. And we got 2 minutes left. I guess we can just close it out here. Thank you for listening to the Still Drippin Happy Hour. This is episode 128. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. Hayes, where can they follow?
Still Drippin TN on the Instagram. Twitter, we're locked out. The cards one, couldn't tell you. We're also locked out of that one.
Cookies on the bottom shelf.
Come to the
Cookies.
YouTube,
It's on the bottom shelf.
Spotify, anywhere you can listen to a podcast, and find us in all those places and follow and tell your friends.
Come to our
the
houses.
algorithm.
Yeah.
All right, drop the addresses below. Come by our house.
Everything.
Dan,
do
do it.
everything. Follow and unfollow your aunt and uncle, but then follow. Make sure they have the account, and then rate 5 stars and comment and rate.
Yeah, leave a bad review and make it funny,
Yes,
But give 5 stars.
but give 5 stars.
with
Yeah.
5 stars. Yep.
So, couldn't tell you the numbers. Bodie, I saw him yesterday. He asked me what our numbers were on our most previous podcast, and I have no idea. Haven't looked at them, obviously, since before Paco was on.
Shout out to the Swede.
Shout out to the Swede and the Germans.
The Ukrainian.
The former listeners of Russia. So,
Yes.
funny story about the Russian listeners, not from our podcast, but So I think Russia might be our second most listened country. Maybe third now after the U.S., obviously.
That is concerning, highly concerning.
So my cousin's podcast had the same thing, and they got a little worried because they said for a while they had a couple Russian listeners, and then it's geolocation. Then they started popping up from Ukraine. No lie. Like, he told me this dead serious. So
the algorithm.
Some Russian soldiers.
Damn algorithm.
They had some Russian soldiers going over to Ukraine and still listen to the podcast.
I hope they killed somebody while they listened to our podcast.
Sheesh.
I hope they bombed the crap out of someone.
My gosh.
Just play this beat and let me rap.
We don't get into international affairs here, so we're going an old school one for you. Hey, you could be anywhere in the world. You're here with us, and we appreciate that. We love you all. We'll see you next week. And here comes beat.
Okay. I'm playing risk it. I got a biscuit, tisket, tasket. Get your ass kicked. End up in a casket. I'm shooting fools. I'm shooting if you're talking about Kanye West wrong. I'm looking at you sideways. I'm sitting sideways. I got my strap. I'm strapped up. I got cocaine in my back pocket. I'm getting
knew it was coming.
I'm only doing about 3 months because I'm getting off. I got a good lawyer. He's Jewish. I'm not racist, but Kanye is. Kyrie Irving went to Anta. It's ironic because they got sweatshops in China. I'm licking lima. I got lima beans in my bowl. I'm eating up the lima beans. I got some chow, cow. Wow now, bow down. Bow down. I've gotten the pound now. I got the pound now. I got the crown now. Oh, that's what you want. I got it. I got this strapped up. I'm strapped up all the time. I got guns in my back pocket. I got a AK-47. I got a AR-15. I'm AR-15 in it. I'm 15. I'm 15 years old. I got the maturity of a 15-year-old. You can't tell, but I'm 43. And you can barely tell. I should be on Social Security. I got so much bars. I got bars like jail cell. I got bars like Braille. You're feeling Braille. Oh, you can't see me. Oh, customer must be blind. And I don't feel bad for you. You should use a handicap spot, but you can't even drive because you're blind. I'm pulling up to the...
That started off as one of your top freestyles. I don't know how it ended, though. We'll let the listeners decide. We'll see you next week. Peace.